So recently, this thing's been happening to me a lot lately. I'll already know a piece of information, but I won't realize it's a valuable piece of information until I see it or I hear it from somebody else. And then I realize, oh, it's actually important. Or worse, I'll think that everybody already knows what I know. So what's the point in talking about it? So here's where I'm at. I've already uploaded my first YouTube video, but because that was an introduction to me and why I decided to start a YouTube channel, I feel like this is kind of my first video. In general, I like to go against the grain. I like to not fit in too much because then you stand out a little bit more. And if you stand out a little bit more, you're noticed. And let's be real, who doesn't want to be noticed? Especially when you're starting something new like I am with this. You've got to do everything you can to stand out and gain traction. Mark Manson said in a video, the best way to get ahead of 99% of people is to have a contrarian idea. Now, this is simply a person who rejects popular opinions. And I know I say simply like it's an easy thing to do, but I understand it's not. If you go on YouTube, you'll see videos like why I stopped watching YouTube. I stopped watching YouTube and grew a better way. Why watching YouTube videos is ruining your life. There will obviously be some truth to these videos, but I believe there are a hell of a lot more pros to watching videos and consuming content than there are cons. And honestly, when I go on YouTube and look for these videos, there are no videos pro YouTube on YouTube. These past couple of months, I've been on quite a Hamza binge, which is quite surprising to me because I unsubscribed to him a while back. But I saw a video that piqued my interest called I Fulfilled My Purpose. Now, I know Hamza and how he perceived himself on YouTube. So for him to make a video like this, that's pretty cute. So naturally, curiosity got the best of me. I watched that video and another, and now I'm watching most uploads. When I was watching the video of the full $10,000 move guide in 2023, that's when I had one of those moments that I mentioned earlier, where I know something, but I don't really know it, or I don't believe it's valuable. Hamza talks about how he was wrong about learning. People say you shouldn't consume content. No, I do agree with this to an extent, but they always talk about all the negatives and never any of the positives. So I was watching this video and it really dawned on me that consuming content is the way I've been learning for the last 2 years. Since I graduated from uni, really, I was reading books, watching podcasts, watching YouTube videos. YouTube literally became my new hub of learning. And it makes sense, right? Like, YouTube has got some smart people on it. Some people who have got successful because of the platform, or people who have been successful previous to the platform and are just trying to make their audience grow. Now, when I was younger, the advice going around was, oh, don't watch too much TV or you'll get square eyes or some like that. I feel like that's how parents would be nowadays, but with YouTube, I don't know if I'm right, but it definitely feels like the modern day equivalent. And now I'm actually thinking about these messages. I'm like, this is how we as humans get inspiration. And not only that, but this is where we go to learn. Whether we think we're learning or not, the ideas and the things we're consuming, these things will sit and stay with us. And slowly, over time, we'll put these ideas, thoughts, inspirations into our ways of thinking in the future. The key thing to take away from this are the words, too much. Now, everything has to be done in moderation. Otherwise, you're going to burn yourself out, either physically or mentally, or maybe even both. So everything in moderation, 110%. And that's where these dopamine detoxes come into play, because usually these are for the people that spend every day in front of a screen and then questioning why they can't socialize or why they can't sit and focus on a task unless it's a video game or something in that nature. Now, don't get me wrong, I have absolutely nothing against playing video games. I literally spent about 80% of my lockdown playing games and trying to solo climb in Apex. Now, reflecting back, I wish I hadn't spent that much time doing that, and I have learned, but I've been in that hole. So to say that consuming content is a waste of time is absolutely ludicrous, even if you're not taking action. So many people are flourishing consuming other people's content. And man, it doesn't even have to be valuable half the time. It can just be entertaining. All you have to do is look at Mr. Beast's second channel, Mr. Beast Reacts. And this is common across the board. If you're into similar videos like me about self-development and mindset, etc., you'll have noticed that Andrew Huberman's been popping off lately, and creators are starting to recognize this. And then they're using it to their advantage by making videos like, I tried Andrew Huberman's routine for 30 days. throughout history, all we have ever done is take inspiration from other people, which then adds something to our character. And YouTube is absolutely no different.